That's
Good.
what's up.
That's what's up.
All right. So
Um,
next topic.
I had said earlier, Kimber,
Oh, go ahead.
that if men don't feel safe, if you can't be a man's safe space, then you shouldn't be there. You as a woman should walk away. You as a person should walk away. If they can't feel safe with you, then
Yes,
you're in the
and
wrong
I
place.
love that for sure because at the end of the day, just because you're a man, like it doesn't matter if you're a
There's
man, you're a
always
woman, like your feelings are your feelings, like
yeah.
And I don't want to ever make my man feel like he doesn't have the right to his own feelings. Like I hate that for men. Like, but also I know it's hard because it's something that's instilled in you guys from the gate, especially in you know families of colored families, like at Hispanic, Black, like Latino households. You're taught that. That's instilled in you, and it sucks because you're still a man if you have feelings or not.
Okay. Appreciate that. So what's going on? Wiggy, wiggy, wiggle, wiggle, goddamn. Um. So the next question, Zeus, what's up, bro? Building resilience, developing coping skills, and learning to bounce back from adversity. So basically, brothers, can you tell me about a time you dealt with something, you know what I'm saying, and how you bounce back from it?
How you dealt with something and bounced back.
Something. It don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, it's all in what you want to share, you feel me?
Right.
But a situation you went through that was hard for you, where you had to, you know what I'm saying, you had to bounce back from it. It really took something from you, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be glad to be able to tell everyone I'm a proud one at that. But I am a recovering alcoholic. So 3 years of no alcohol, but about 7 to 8 years of drowning myself in alcohol. Hard.
Good shit, man. I'm proud of
The
you.
most
Congratulations on
hardest.
your sobriety.
I appreciate it. I take all of that in when people tell me that. And I'm glad I'm at the state I am now mentally to be able to tell people about my past and not feel bad or not put myself down or feel bad that you know what I mean, because we deal with stuff. But that was the hardest pit I've ever put myself in. Dug my own hole to the point where I was basically digging my own grave, and it was real.
And the
Okay.
fact that you can look back at that, Mo, and know, like, I was in a dark place and I climbed out. That's the shit I'm talking
if
about. Man.
if
I
I
know the
could,
lyrics, bro.
man, I tell people if I could, I would get all my 20s back. And I'm
I
learning
know.
to forgive myself and to let go. And that's where it gets to the point where I'm at, like, it happened. The
Hmm.
shit that I did, it happened. You know what I mean? I got
You
through
know
it.
what? Tell me if I'm wild for this, but at the end of the day, it's like you almost kind of, in a sense, happy that you went through because it make you realize a lot of shit for real. At the end of the day, like you can look back and be like, I was just in a different space at that time. You know what I mean?
Mo, you said it loud and clear when you said I had to learn myself.
Like for real, like you kind of happy you went through it because you know, like you get to a point where you be like, this ain't me for real. Like this not me. Like this
It's
is not
not.
who it's not.
It's not. And no matter how hard I tried to convince myself that this could be me and I'm okay with it, I wasn't okay with it. I wasn't okay with the person that I was. I knew some way somehow I had to get up out. I had to stop. I had to not only chill, but I had to quit.
And you had to
It was
change. See, that's
no
the point, right? You get to that point where you know, like something got to change. Like
something
something.
got to change, and
You're right.
they
Like
gotta
something.
be
This
me.
is not. This can't be it. Like this can't be it. This not.
Life
This not
couldn't
it.
be it, man. I went through this even just last year. Um, like last year, some change. I was like, bro, even though I'm sober, I still gotta have a purpose. I'm like, bro, something got to change. I got to do something because I got to have a purpose because this ain't it, and I'm not fulfilling my purpose. I love my babies to death, but they can't just be my only purpose in this world. They can't be, not for me. And I know that might sound bad, it might sound terrible in a lot of ears, but it can't be for me. I got to be able to do something for me as
See,
well.
that's not a bad thing if you look. It's all about perspective. That's not, because the more you want for you, the more you can do for them. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not a. It's all about perspective. I've learned, honestly, Mo, in these couple of years, bro. I learned it's all about perspective. It's all how you look at the situation, bro. I think we, like you say, people overthinking. They look at the most terrible situations when you don't look at the other outcome. Like, no, like it's another end to the spectrum, cuz like. That's why I say overthinking is the most terrible slope that I kind of learned not to go down, because you can think of 1,000. Look at we fellas, we like comic books. Look at fucking the Marvel movie, right? Doctor Strange said it was 14 billion ways they wasn't gonna win this fight, right? But then it was one outcome that you can win, cuz one, right? Go for the one, Mo. Go for the one. Like, go for the one. It only takes.
So you're telling me it's a chance?
You're telling me it's a chance, Roy?
I've learned,
Ain't no way there's a chance.
It take one conversation. It take one day. It take 1 hour. It take one book. It take one conversation to change your whole fucking life, cuz it just take one. But you gotta look for it though. Like, that's when you say, like, when did you gotta look for it. You can't just.
You can't let it come to you. You can't sit around.
You can't. Like, you just can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Like I say, they watched me. Like, I be looking at these memories like she really watched me, Mo. Like, as a man, bro, I was in a terrible, dark place, bro. Like a dark place, bro. But now, like, that's my point was saying, like, I'm kind of happy I went through it because I had to learn, bro. Sometimes you got to go through terrible situations to learn. Unfortunately, but
unfortunately, it is what it is.
But yeah,
it is what it is. Like, okay, I did that. I went through that. I experienced that. What I'm gonna do now, right? Like, what you gonna do now, though? Like, what you gonna do now? Like, what you gonna do now? Are you just? It's only so much time that you got, man. So what you gonna do now? Like,
right, exactly. And everyone, not even just a little bit. Everyone say like, yo, they love the new me and stuff like that. Trust me, I love the new me too.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's at the end of the day, that's where you want to be at as a person. I love this for me, Mo. Like, nah, I might not be where I want to be, but I'm far from where I was. You feel what I'm saying?
It is. I might not be where I want to be. Yeah,
man. Where I'm going. Like, okay, you should have, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, not even just to bring it to me, bro. Like, as an example, bro, I was in a dark place, bro. Like, I keep telling people, bro, like, confidence gone and everything, bro. Like, it wasn't a good time, son. But now I can look at that shit like, no, I'm all right now, cuz. Like, I'm all right now, cuz. Like, I'm all right.
I was a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, like real, like, cause like at the end of the day, like, you get to the point, like I say, where I'm at now, bro. Like, I'm not stressing no more. I ain't got time for that shit. Look, I'm worried about right now. What we doing right now? We not doing this. We are doing this. And is this right now making me happy? Is this right now something that I want to do? No, okay, cool. Leave it alone. Bye. I'll holler at you. Cause like I've just learned that I made life complicated. You feel what I'm saying? It's really not that complicated. It's really not though. Like, it's yes or no. It's black and white. It's up and down. What you gonna do? Yes or no? What you gonna do? You're not doing it? Cool. Bye. I'm gone. We doing this? Cool. Yeah, let's go. My life itself. Am I gonna do this? Yes, no. Like, it's really that simple at the end of the day. The overthinking, making shit complicated, we do that to ourselves, Mo. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you doing that. You overthinking this shit. You just came up with that scenario out of what? Like, you did that. Nah. Live in the moment. What's going on right now? What's working for me right now? Oh, this not working? Okay, cool. I need to adjust that. Oh, this working right here? Oh, cool. All right, let's keep it going. But it's up to you, bro. It's up to you. Like for real. Like what you gonna do? Like that's why like people ask me, "Why you laughing? You smile so much?" Because laughing reduces stress, first of all, and shit don't be that serious for real. At the end of the day, it don't be that deep.
Oh,
Really don't
bro.
be that deep, cause it don't be that deep. Cause like if you sit back on a lot of shit you done been through and went through, you look back, you like that. I ain't really had a trip like that for real. Like, you know what I
At
mean? But
all.
it's a learned behavior though. Like you say, you recovering, bro. I had a little situation too. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm a couple of years sober too. You know what I mean? So I get where you coming from. But then you look back at that shit was like, yeah, I had fun, but that shit wasn't for me. Cause you feel what I'm saying? Like, nah. I did that experience. I don't need that no more. You feel what I'm saying? You live and you learn, right? So, like you say now, you smiling, you got the kid. Like, I love that. I love that, bro. Like I said, I think people make life complicated when it really don't have to be, man. You only gonna get so far as you put in at the end of the day. So what you gonna do? Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I'm a regular smackler nigga, bro. I ain't balling none of that shit. Like, but I'm okay where I'm at. But I know where I'm going. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay where I'm at, but I know where I'm going. No, I ain't up there with you yet, but I see you in a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple. Like, it's really that simple.
That's
Like,
real shit.
it's just
Real
that's
shit.
like I said with men, bro. We let these women and the niggas lifestyle and the internet. We let that shit like we can say what we want, but we be like, yeah, I want that too. You feel what I'm saying? I see you, cuz, and this and that and all that, but I ain't there yet, but I will be soon. You feel me? It's really that fucking simple. It's really that simple. Like I don't know, son. I'ma just tell you, my mind frame now. I just look at life totally different, bro. Like I said, it's all my perspective. I listen. You don't want to fuck with me, cool. Bye. You like me, cool. Let's rock. Oh, we can hang out. Well, okay, cool. Let's do that. But if we can't, that's fine. Like
Type
That nigga,
shit.
you know what I mean?
my
Like
nigga, yo,
that's
my
fine. Like, that's
nigga,
fine. Like it's
my
really, because
nigga.
at the end of the day, I still gotta go to work. My son still gotta eat. I still gotta buy his clothes. I still gotta be the father at the end of the day. My sisters calling, they need advice. I got brothers. They still need advice at the end of the day. So it's like I had me myself personally. I had to learn to be Kyle again, Kyle the person, Kyle the brother. You know what I mean? Like I was that shit was gone for a while, but you know, you work hard, you come back. You feel me?
I was
Oh,
lost, but now
bro,
I'm
that shit was
found.
going. Hey, that shit was going for a while, but don't worry, I'll be back. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
yo,
better.
for real, yo. That's
That's
real
that's
shit.
that's simple shit, cuz like that's simple shit, bro. Like I don't know. So I just like I said, it's all about perspective for me now. Like that's I just the overthinking I just don't do no more. And like I said, it ain't easy. I just don't do no more. I just like I said, it's all about perception for real. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective and perception. How you looking at it, how you feel about it, how you view it, right? Because everybody we snowflakes at the end of the day. The world is full of people different. I don't feel how you feel. I don't think like you think, but can we come together? Or we not? Is we you know what I mean? Like, can we solve this situation or can we not solve this situation? Will it work for us or will it won't? If it don't,
Yeah,
that's cool too. If it do, then let's keep it going.
that's real shit. That's real shit. Heck, what you got for me,
Uh,
Heck? See, I like this shit, yo. Oh yeah, yo, all this shit going on YouTube too, yo. I ain't even going front, yo. I'm just let motherfuckers know whether you want to be on the
look,
camera or
hey,
whatever. It's up, yo. I'm putting this, yo. I'm chopping this shit up and I'm putting this shit up, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I love that.
Subscribe to my
I love that.
YouTube.
what it do, heck? Let's see. Building, learning from a bounce back.
Yeah. What have you went through, yo? You know what I'm saying? That put you down where you had to get yourself back together. You know what I'm saying? To move forward.
Shit, we were 2022. I was in Maryland working. The mother of my kid just come to find out, that's not what she wanted no more. I'm out of state working and you just up and move. I don't know what your mindset was, so I had to come back to an unstable environment. Something my kids have never known. They ain't never known not having to have a house, a home with mom and dad in it. So it was different. And it was different for me because all my kids are by the same woman, and just something I stood on. I always wanted that, and it's something I believed in. And I had to shake back from that, knowing that, okay, this is not the new norm no more. This is not what it's gonna be. It's different now. And for them to see, okay, look, it's okay. This is what it is. This is just how it's gonna be moving forward. That doesn't mean Dad's unhappy. This is not what he wanted at the end of the day. And they went through some trials and tribulations. My oldest son, for one, I don't know if he was acting out or he's being rebellious, but him and his mom wasn't seeing eye to eye. You know, me being a father, me being a man, like, you still listen. Me and her might not be on speaking terms or good terms or what it is. We are now. At the time we wasn't. You still gotta respect that. That's your mother. I'm not gonna tell you no other different. You know, and when she can't handle me being, you gotta step in, and that's what I had to do. And me and him just had to have a conversation. I'm like, bro, what it is? What's going on with you? You know, he couldn't express himself like he can now. You know what I mean? And he was only 9, 10, and I get that, but it had, the dynamic had to change for me. You know what I mean? He had to start seeing me happy in a different life, and it works now. You know what I mean? We thrive off of it, and it is what it is. But just seeing that and him taking a little hit. I mean, all three of the kids took a hit, but I think he kind of took it the worst because he's the oldest of 3, and he ain't never known nothing different. You know?
Right.
But we definitely bounced back. I believe me and his relationship is really strong. Not too long ago, I had to break down and cry to the boy. I was like, "Look, man, what is it that am I doing that you gotta put your?" I'm sitting here telling him my biggest motto for anybody: do what you want to do what you got to do now, so you can do what you want to do later. It's simple as that. And that's just me and his. That's me and his go-to. Look, you want to go do this later? You better go ahead and clean this room now. You know, and I'm big on it. Don't have that schoolhouse calling me, and don't be out here acting up. That's it. You get whatever you want, and so be it. But he was just going through it. It's never been his grades. It's never been. It's been his attitude and how he's gonna see. And I'm like, bro, you can't. That shit scares you. You were in the Rome in the age. He's 11 now. I'm like, this shit's gonna start following you. You're in the same school district. I plan on having you in the same school district until you graduate. So it is what it is. His teachers seen that I was an active father, and he had one. She was an old black lady, and she just wouldn't give up on him until he told her, I don't care no more, and I had to go up there and sit with him. But me and him had to have a one-on-one, and I broke down to him for him to understand, like, bro, I'm not giving up on you. I know that's what you want me to do, but that's just not in me. I can't give you that satisfaction of saying I'm done. I'm checking out on you. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I try to let them to see life for what it really is. If I'm hurt, you gonna see it, because I don't want you to think it's obsolete. Like, it ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna face those adversities. You ain't gonna face those fears and shit. But that's just what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hemsky, what you got for me, bro?
Like I said before, heck just be just taking the words right out of my mouth. So yeah, pretty much what he said. Same situation, bro. But no, it's really like I said, the biggest. I've been through some shit, but the biggest had to be like with the courts being involved, bro. Like it's about. I know y'all be like, it ain't about the money, but bro, it's about the money, bro. Like, once your check is not coming in the way you think, that shit fucks up some shit. You know what I mean? You gotta like remanage what is important bill wise. You know what I mean? Like, that changed up some shit. You gotta get to figuring out shit. So that was my biggest like bounce back of trying to figure out how I'm gonna take care of my household and also what's going over there, you know what I mean? So that shit was tough, bro. Like, for real.
That's for real though.
That shit was tough. Like, the beginning was tough as hell. I was like, I was going for it. And it wasn't even me going from job to job was what's gonna fix the problem. It was me trying to I don't know, live a certain lifestyle, you know what I mean? Type shit. You know, I had to figure out I don't need all that shit, all these apps and subscriptions and shit. OnlyFans had to go, bro. Like for real. Shit had to go. But
Gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
you know what I'm saying? I had to let it go, bro.
Gotta do what you gotta do, yo.
Let it go, bro.
It'll be there. It'll be there when the money back. It'll
Had
be
to
there
go,
when the
bro.
money
Had
come
to let
back.
it go,
I
bro.
swear, Hemsky. I swear. I swear.
Right.
Right, my ass.
This
But I'm just
nigga's
saying,
a fool.
subscriptions type shit. You have to let go shit. Like even like with
Oh,
phone
yeah.
bills. Like the big thing with me with phone bill, like I was a Sprint head. Like I'm Sprint, hell yeah. I just thought Sprint was like you a good runner type shit. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm Sprint, bruh. I'm representing Sprint. And Sprint was kicking my ass. So I'm like, hold on, let's think about this shit. I just need my phone on. I just need to be able to text. And I just need some internet, goddamn it. And I need internet that can work good. I'm not
Know
at
how
home.
to text the internet.
I need internet that's good when I'm not at home type shit. So I'm like, I have to do some research on some shit. I'm like, oh, I could actually save like a couple $100 with this and get the same shit. So it was just recalibrating, what I was used to.
Alright.
Type shit.
Alright.
So that was the biggest. That was it was tough. I had to look at shit different. I had to be like, hold on, let me look at this shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
adulthood, man.
Look at that
Yeah.
shit. Like, cause I'm like, hold on, I still gotta take care of
Adulthood.
the
Let me
homie.
break down my bills real
Yeah.
quick.
Everything. I
I
had
can
to
see
look at
what
that
I
shit,
can
Yeah,
do.
bro.
you gotta do what you gotta
God,
do,
like,
bro.
baby girl, we can't
Yeah.
go on dates. I don't even know you like that. Hey, you talking about type shit.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Look
You
at
know what I'm talking
shit,
about?
bro.
But
He
that's
looked
what's up.
at it. He was like,
That's what's up.
Can't trick no more.
his
Like,
skin was like, yo, I
can't
can,
even be
yo,
a
it could be
trick
that
no
cheap.
more, boy. Like the tricking
Y'all
is,
niggas.
I trick once a month now. I
Yo,
can't do it
this
every
nigga
weekend.
tripping.
Bro.
This
I can't
nigga
trick
tripping.
every weekend.
Hemsky.
All right,
What?
check it. Hold up. Before
What?
we get the mo,
God.
they got a
What?
question. They got a question before we get the mo. You
No,
know
he
what I'm
can
saying?
go. He can go because my question is
All right, go.
going back to Elijah. I have a question for him. So, but I'm gonna wait till after 40 go.
Okay. All right. Well, it's on you, 40.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Listen,
feel like you judging me, bro.
no, not even that. But like, for real, the only reason I laugh is honestly, like, my whole page started from my whole situation. Cause like, just to make a short story, it's lost my twin brother 2022, life change. No, 2021. Next year, following year, whole life changed, flipped upside down. Marriage went downhill, a lot of changes, and it destroyed me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, mentally, emotionally, that shit destroyed me. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't. It was just, you ever in a situation where you can literally watching your world crumble in front of you, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, real shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, and that's the part that I think I battle with the most to realize, like, this is the new reality right now. You feel what I'm saying? I think me trying to hold on to what it was and it wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? So just to climb out of that, knowing that, I had to learn to rely on me. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay for real. Like, life changes, reality happens, and you learn to like you say, you learn to readjust. So to see myself the progression of climbing out of that darkness, bro, I just, like I said, I look at life different now. My perspective is different. You know what I mean? I learned it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. You feel what I'm saying? But, I miss him, and I had to readjust to not having my twin around. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that was 2021, 2022. Marriage just fell apart and destroyed me, whatever. And, I'm all right now. Like, I'm all right now. You feel what I'm saying? They done wash it. I got my smile back. I got my laugh back. And I'm all right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
what it is.
That's what's up, bro. I ain't catch it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I caught it in there. I was in there for a
Like I
bit.
said, I was, for real, it wasn't that, and then that's a lot of things too. Like, it wasn't that I was just like trying to push shit out there, look crazy. Like, I was using this shit as a virtual diary for real. a lot of shit that I was saying, like TikTok helped me tremendously. Like even before I really started posting, I was watching a lot of videos that was pointing me to books to read to really get my mental together. And I shout this book up. I'm sure people know about, but I shout this book out every time I talk about this shit. The fucking Four Agreements, man. Like it's small, but it puts things in perspective, bro. Like real shit. Like, and that book really started to really help me. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, me reading, me doing this, it really helped me. I felt like I had to get a lot of shit out that I didn't know what to do with, didn't know how to deal with, and I've learned by shit, TikTok, shout out to TikTok. And like I said, reading, meeting people, having conversations. So that helped me a lot, tremendously. So now I'm in a whole other state. Like, 2 years can make a lot of make
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
But like I said, it's all about what you do with it. And like my man asked earlier, what the work? Oh, you got to put the work in. You know what I mean? That's just life itself. You got to put the work in. You can't be smart unless you read and write. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got to do something, right? Like,
Yeah.
You got to progress somehow. You know what I mean? So 2 years can do a lot. So you know what I mean? That's. I'm just happy to be where I'm at now, and I'm okay now.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So what's going on, Day? Damn. I mean, KD. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh shit.
What's up, KD? What's up? Yo.
What's
Look,
good,
yo, you came.
man?
Welcome back.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. We gonna let you go. I was gonna go last and shit. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this before I go. You know what I'm saying? And then Day has a question. You know what I'm saying? So tell us about a time that you went through. You know what I mean? That you was down and you had to bring yourself back up from.
So there's a lot of times, but specifically, one time that I know I felt deep is that's when my uncle died. That's when I felt like really deep, and I knew that my life I wasn't, I felt like I was done with life, like type shit, like to where it felt that deep. And like even thinking about it, I still recover from it, but I had to drag myself. Well, I wouldn't say drag as the word, but I had to pull myself up because at the time I was young. I was younger than I was now, so it's like I had a lot of pressure, like having a 4.0 in school and having to keep that. Having to keep those grades and stuff like that. There was a lot of stuff that I was gonna lose. And there's a lot of stuff I can lose now, even letting something affect me like bad or deep, right? So when my uncle passed away, I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to do. Like, let me just say that. I was like, I wouldn't say I was doing no hard shit, like, but I was doing shit, acting out, getting into fights and shit because I couldn't mentally hold myself, right? And when I fell deep, it was like, I didn't know where my life was gonna be at. And unfortunately for me, like, I had to deal with that, like I said, at a young age. So I couldn't deal with it at the age that I was mature enough to deal with it. Because he passed away when I was like, I want to say 13 because my birthday is in September. No. Okay, I'm going to say 14 because he passed in December and my birthday was in September. So he passed in December. So I was 14 and like I said, I had a lot to deal with. I had a lot to put on my plate. He was the man of the house. He was the one making all the money and stuff like that. So, like I said, he was my best friend at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the person I would go to, without feeling judged and stuff like that. So when you lose that person who was there, who was your best friend, you tend to shut off from everybody else because that was your that was your person, your piece. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I said, when I was younger, of course, being a teenager, I wasn't gonna open up to another teenager because I know how they were, right? And I wasn't too fond with opening up to other adults because, like I said, I'm more of an isolated person. You know, like my media presence versus my in real life presence. I'm not a deep person, or I don't try to be a deep person because I know how I can be as a deep person. So, um, behind a lot of stuff that I was going through, like I said, it wasn't more of grieving at that point. It was more of I was forced to pull myself up because if I didn't, then the house that I'm in, it wouldn't have, I wouldn't have been able to take care of nobody. So it was more of I was forced to suck it up and to grieve later on in life. Um, and you know, his death motivated me, I want to say, when I was, like I said, him passing that young, he promised me he would be at my graduation. He never made it to my graduation. You know what I'm saying? I graduated 4 years later, 5 years later, 4 years later. He never made it though. Um, but I still finished through school having thoughts of unaliving myself, having those thoughts, you know, but at the same time, it motivated me because, like I said, I also found Christ at the same time too. So I also maneuvered around what I was feeling and what I was going through, and you know, like I said, I didn't mature off of, you know, I matured off of pain. You know what I'm saying? That's where my start came from. It came from pain. It didn't come from, you know, reading books and stuff like that. The way I had to learn life is by going through it. I had to learn how to accept the breakup by having to have that mentality, that crash out mentality, stuff like that, to understand that certain things wasn't worth it. You know, like certain things had to come to me in the devil's form for me to understand it. So, um, I would say it was definitely my uncle passing when I was at a younger age to where I didn't have no emotional maturity, to where I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to maneuver anything. I didn't know how to go around anything. It was definitely at a younger age because now I can deal with death differently. You know, like I said earlier, somebody I was good friends with 15 years, 16 years, um, unalived himself. And what's crazy about that is he he was very much like when we were kids, he was bullied a lot. Like he wasn't liked and for no reason. He was bullied for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't do nobody nothing, you know. Like he came to school, he didn't have the cleanest clothes and stuff like that. I befriended him because I fought for him. Like, you know, I had a I had a altercation with a dude with, like I said, in elementary because people were mean in elementary. I had a fight over him, and we just was friends for all of these years. And you know, we stopped being friends a little bit because you know I was known for fighting, right? So it made him feel like, well, I can't be around you because you're popular now. I can't be around you, which I didn't never want a person to feel like I'm too Hollywood or famous for them. You know what I'm saying? That's something else that affected me, right? Because I didn't want him to feel like that. Because I'm a solid person, right? Like
Yo, but
I,
it's just one thing, yo. We gotta keep it moving, yo. I ain't trying to cut you off or nothing. I know you try and get it off,
oh
yo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah,
You know
you good, you
what I'm
good.
saying?
I,
You know what I'm saying?
but
No,
yeah,
you know,
I tend to get off on a
yeah.
basis. You know what I mean? Yeah,
No, I mean, but you
that.
got it off though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. No, no, no. To answer your question though, it was definitely my uncle passing away when I was younger though.
All right,
That's what it was.
all right. That's the business. Shit, man. I can think about a lot of different things to be honest with you, man. I probably just say going through cancer for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I was helping take care of my mother. She had a knee replacement. My lymph nodes and shit in my neck and all that was swollen and shit. I was wearing hoodies and having them all tied up like I was in juice and I was like Q. You know what I'm saying? With the tied up hoodies and shit to hide it because I was taking care of her. You know what I'm saying? I stayed with her, took care of her till she was able to move around on her own. And I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the ER. Not knowing really what, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck it is. I figured they go on, you know what I'm saying? I go in there, they give me some pills, I take my black ass home. You know what I'm saying? I go to the ER, they take me in there, they take me in the back. Next thing you know, they talking about admitting me like an hour later, they talking about admitting me. You know what I mean? I stayed there for 7 days. You know what I'm saying? They sent me home. I came back the next day and went to see the doctor, and that's when he let me know that I had cancer. You know what I'm saying? From everything, you know what I'm saying, that they was doing, all the testing and all that. I got another x-ray. That's when they found out I was stage 3, because at first he told me it was stage 2. I was stage 3. He told me if I'd have probably came like a couple weeks or maybe like a month later, it could have been stage 4. And you know what I'm saying? You know how that go. You know what I'm saying? So I came at the right time. You know what I mean? I used to always think like if I was to go at taking care of my mother was gonna be the last thing I did, I'd have been cool with it. You feel me? You know, when I found out about that shit, I had to go through chemo. You know what I'm saying? I was out of work for 2 years. I had to gain my weight back. I had to gain my strength back. I had to, like, through all this, I was saying how people was falling off because now you can't hang out. Now you can't, you know what I'm saying? Or you can't do this, or you ain't working, or you ain't got this shit, or you can't, you know what I'm saying? When you was the one like, yo, I got you, don't even sweat that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, God to put you through shit. Like, I feel like cancer was one of the best things that ever happened to me. God to put you through shit so you'll really see shit for what it is. Then you start to value things more. Like I say, my daughter was out my life for damn 10 years of her life. You know what I'm saying? When soon as I went into remission, my daughter, they were saying my daughter and her mother came back, and my daughter was back in my life. It was like God stripped me of everything to be like, all right, now here's your opportunity with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, that's worth it. I take all that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's my karma that came back to me. I used to smoke cigarettes and all that shit. So when I've heard cancer, I'm thinking lung cancer, I eat that, I did that. But to hear this, and nobody else in my family ever had it, is like, so I'm the catalyst for it. Now I got to worry about if my daughter may have this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, but I had to get myself back together. I had to get my strength back together. 2 years later, I started to do the landscaping shit. You know what I'm saying? My doctor told me that I would, you know what I'm saying, that I wouldn't last out there. I wouldn't be strong enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? So 7 years later, I became the first black field manager at the branch I was in. You know what I'm saying? I had the crewman of the year for 2 years in a row. I had the impact award. All of this shit, the highest bonuses at Christmas party. I did all this shit, and I went back to went back to the doctor like, yo, I only did it because you said I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when you get knocked down and stripped down to nothing, you know what I'm saying? You got to work back up, and it's almost like being a baby and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to gain weight. I was weak as fuck, dog. My brother was about to be out this motherfucker fight. I had to grab this nigga and hold him back. You know what I'm saying? That shit took everything in my heart. You know what I'm saying? To keep this nigga off of me. And when I got him off of me, I had no energy. You know what I'm saying? And this is a nigga I used to sling around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? You grow through that shit, you build yourself back up, and then you become even better. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my age, dog, 46, 1 3/4 chew, you know what I'm saying? 230, you know what I'm saying? I'm like kind of in the best shape of my life, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll fuck something up. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go through that shit, dog. I had to stop and really realize what was important around. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to tell you, son, everything good when you up. But when you down, motherfuckers be tripping. But that's all I got. You go ahead, Dave. You got it.